So I'm just waiting for a few people to join. So hey guys, my Finfolk tail has finally arrived back home to me. Back in January it was sent to them for repairs. Oh, hi Alex. Thank you. So yeah, my tail had some damage because of a photo shoot I did on the water, and so it needed some fixing, and while it was there I asked them if they could replace the monofin, and I also asked if they could do a glitter coat, because hey, if they're busy already, then why not add them? So yeah, that's what I asked them to do, and now my tail has returned. It's here in this very large box and very heavy box, and I'm going to open it in a few seconds, hoping that everything I asked them to do they did. So it took quite some time. It actually took 6.5 months. They promised me it would be ready in a few weeks, but promise after promise, and then finally it's here. I gave it to a friend of mine, to Mermaid Arian, because he was going to Mermania, and so he brought it along. I also brought along my top, because if the tail is getting glitter, then I wanted my top to have glitter as well. So now we have to wait and see. Stephanie, open it! Yeah, I will. So big box. Let's see what the best place is to open it. I think it would be here. It's heavy. So let's open it. Okay, this is one side. I won't cut my tail. I won't. This is just a box. Still can't see anything. So let me just bring you guys a little closer to see. This is the box. Now I'm going to remove the other side. Oh wow, still can't see anything. Oh. So lots of plastics to protect it, and it is shipped with my original tail bag, so I still can't see a darn thing. This is not very handy with just one hand. Okay, so let me just get the box out of the way. This is not very handy. Okay, the box is going up, up, and away. Okay, so here it is. You can't see a thing. So, okay. So it somehow has a lock on it. I think maybe that lock belongs to Mermaid Arian, because I can't remember putting a lock on it. Okay. Let's see. Okay, guys, check this. It's my top. Okay, let me just see if you can see this glitter. Look at that glitter. It's so beautiful. So sparkly. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys back down. What with me here? Eh. Okay, so it's my top. And it's super, 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 super sparkly. Look at those sparkles. Wow. I was actually, because I know I love sparkles, but I love glitter. But I was kind of afraid that maybe the glitter would be too much. You know. But it isn't. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay. Now for my tail. Yeah. Oh, you guys can't see this. Oh my. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna get you guys closer. Closer. Never enough glitter, crazy woman, unless it's in a Christmas card. Yeah! I kinda glitter bombed you, didn't I? So, here it is. It's super duper sparkly. And I asked them to fix a few things, because around the waistline there were holes. So I'm just checking how they fixed it. Okay, they patched it up. Look at that glitter. It's super, super sparkly. So, I asked them to repair the tail because it had cuts all over. And you can actually, I don't know if you can see it very well, but there used to be a cut here. It looks like this is fixed. It actually has a bit more green in it. I think it's also because of the glitter. Let's see. There was also a little cut from the side of the fluke. But I need to see where exactly. Here are a few still. I don't know if you can see this. Still a few tiny cuts. Looks like they also reapplied some damaged dots on the tail. You can see it here and here, like everywhere it was like rubbed away from using the tail. So then the glitter is everywhere, like it's also on the back of the fins. I don't know if you guys can see this. Okay, then where is it from? It's from Finfolk Productions. Then my tail also had a cut with the dorsal fin, which I tried to fix myself, but they really reattached it very securely, better than I ever could do. And it's so sparkly. Like the glitter isn't as what's the word, like chunky compared to my carriel tail, but still it's subtle and it's pretty. Look at that glitter. Wow. Okay, and let me just check, because around, I think it was around the knee part, from where the knees are, there was also like cuts. It looks like they actually reapplied some skill tipping as well. Or maybe it's because of the glitter coat, I don't know, because the skill tipping looks more, tiny bit more orangey than it used to be. I don't know. Still, it's so pretty. Let me see what they done here. Okay, and it will sparkle like a wealthy woman's neck. Oh yes, it's so shiny. So besides that, they also replaced the monofin. My gosh, my hair is looking like a bird's nest. They also replaced the monofin, so the tail should be more floppy. Yeah, it's definitely floppier. I think this is the end of the monofin. Yeah, the monofin used to come all the way up to the almost to the edge of the tail. I don't know if you guys can see this. And now this side part is actually flexible. Like I can bend her all the way like this. I never used to be able to do that. So I'm hoping that doing underwater tricks will be easier to do. Let me just readjust it. Okay, so I'm hoping that doing underwater tricks like making turns and backflips and stuff like that will be easier to do, because I should be more agile in the water now. Ah, gosh, it's so good that she's back. My baby is back. I'm so happy. So, yes, Linda, good to see her again. I'm really happy that she's back. I've missed her so much. It's crazy you can actually miss a tail like this. I haven't swum in her since I think the beginning of December last year. That's when I had my latest news item, I think, about my mermaid school. And after that, the beginning of December, we went to Paris to give the tail to Mermaid Arian, who was bringing it along to America. So there she is. I'm so happy. Look at her shiny. Yes. So yeah, that's it. She's back, and I'm super duper happy, even though I'm also like super tired because I'm in the middle of a burnout. But this gives me a little bit of energy for today. Look at this with the top. It's so pretty. It's like super duper pretty. So, while we're at it, if you guys have any questions, ask away. Now is your time to ask stuff about my experience with Finfolk, about swimming as a mermaid, or whatever you like. I'm live anyway, so it's whatever you want. Yeah, the blue is a bit more. I think a bit more aqua-ish. I think. But I really don't mind because it's still it's still so pretty. I think it's because the glitter has a bit of a more greenish tone to it, so it's a bit less bluish than before. But I don't mind. I don't mind at all. It's so pretty. Look at this. So shiny. Oh. Now that talking is so hard. Now that it has sparkles on it, I think I will wear my original top much more often. Shiny boobs, yes. How much does the repair cost? Well, when I originally bought the tail, there was this 3-year warranty, so the actual repairs were free. So they only charged me for replacing the monofin, the shipping cost, and the sparkly coat. Let's see. Didn't you have some wrist thingy too? I do. I have the let me see if I can get them. Oh, which is a great way to compare stuff. Let me just get my accessory bag. This is like my treasure vault. Look at this. It contains so much sparkle stuff. Vicky, yeah, you missed it. I'm so sorry, Anne. Let me see if I can. Oh no, that's my oh wow, my Barbella wrist thingy that I have actually matches perfectly now. Look at this. It's like almost the same. It has a tad more green in it, but it's almost the same. So nice. Okay, let's see if I can find my wrist thingies. show me. Here it is. Here it is, Vicky. This is my top, super duper sparkly, because I asked for a glitter coat. And here she is. Super duper sparkly. And all fixed up. And a smaller monofin, because now I can actually bend this, because the monofin used to come right up to here and to this, and then this side wasn't bendable, but now it is. Oh, here it is. I was looking for this. It actually had like a hole, like a really big cutout. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me just switch the Steffi. Okay, wait. Let me just switch the camera. Okay, this makes it a tad bit easier. So this was like a hole, and they filled it up with new silicone and added some new paints, so you can barely see it was even there. I really had to look for it. And now I'm going to see if I can find my razors, because apparently I think they're in a different bag. I have way too much mermaid stuff. I really do. Okay, let me just put this here, and then I'll find the braziers, and then I'll be right back. Just in a minute. Woo, found them. Okay, so these are a tad bit like dusty because I haven't worn them in such a long time. But if you compare them to the colors, it's actually, there is a difference. I think it's duller. How long did you save up for your first silicone tail? For my first silicone tail, I worked very hard to save up. I actually started a crowdfunding, and in return I made like little jewelry things and dingle hoppers that people could buy. So in the end I saved up like, I think, half a year. I already did have some savings, and then I started the Indiegogo Kickstarter thingy, like crowdfunding, and then because I needed a down payment, I didn't need to, like, you know, pay in full for the first time. So yeah, I think about half a year, and then when once the tail was finished, or almost finished, I paid everything else. When swimming, does the tail sink or floats? It's actually neutrally buoyant, or at least it should be. With me, when swimming in a silicone tail, I become a bit I sink a bit more, like negatively buoyant. So, which is great for me because I'm a big floater. So yeah, it's finally here, and it's super glittery, and I'm happy. Dead tired, but really happy. And like all the cuts that it had from my photo shoot, which kind of ruined the tail, it's been fixed. So I'm happy. Yay! My batteries that have fun with your pretty new tail. Thank you, Steffi. Thank you for joining as well. Please keep it in English, please. Has the tail become lighter because of a different monofin? The tail should be a bit lighter. I think it's not a very big difference. I don't think so, but I need to check. Maybe put it on a scale or something. I don't know. But that's that's the least of the things I wanted. The most important thing was that my tail was being fixed, and have the monofin replaced, because it had a competitor monofin. With a competitor monofin, making turns is quite hard, and I didn't need that much propulsion anyways. So yeah. Ariane, I missed everything because of work. Show me. Oh, well, first let me show you the top, which is super duper sparkly, like sparkle forever. It's so shiny. And now for the tail. Let me just switch the camera, which should make things easier. Alright. So this also has loads of glitter, like lots and lots of glitter. The color on the camera here, it shows a bit more bluish, but in real life it's a bit more greeny. It has more green tones than before. I think that's because of the glitter. The glitter has a bit of green in it, but I totally don't mind. I don't mind at all. And to show you, I'm gonna compare it with my razors. The razors are actually, I need to wash them because they're full of, you know, dusty stuff. But like if you compare the colors, the razor is a bit duller, or so it seems, and the color of the razor is a bit different than the tail. But my Merbella scale cuff fits more accurately. So now I finally have the right motivation to lose some weight to fit into my tail again. Like because I'm in a burnout, I've gained quite some weight, like 4 kilos, which to me is a lot, especially if you have a tail that's custom sized. Should I switch it? Yeah, I'm just gonna switch it back. Okay, so let me just readjust things a bit. Okay, so here we are again. So yeah, I've gained a bit of weight, and my carrier tail is a tad bit too big for me, and this one was actually getting quite tight because of the weight gain. So yeah, I really hope I'll be able to fit into my tail again. And everything is nicely fixed. I'm so happy. I'm really happy. Might not show on my face too much, but because I'm super duper tired. But yeah, this is my happy face right now. So if you guys have any questions regarding my tail or swimming as a mermaid or anything like that, feel free to ask right now. And thank you all for joining, by the way. So yeah, I really hope to do a photo shoot with my tail again once I've lost some weight. And feel good in my skin again. Because doing a photo shoot in tail is very, very, very hard work. So, for anyone who has missed it, here is my beautiful tail. All super duper sparkly and stuff like that. Which is your favorite tail? Even though I love my carrier tail, this is my one and only tail for me. Because it's my first professional tail. It's mostly my own design. It's based on a betta fish I saw, which has such pretty colors, except for the gold, of course. And they nailed it, the design. It's just super pretty. So yeah, this is definitely still my favorite tail because it's my first professional tail. And if the tail would be like done, like if the tail would be needing replacement or something because it's worn out or something, then I'll keep it as a keepsake, you know, like hang it on a wall just as a pretty thing. But I'm hoping that I will be able to swim with it much more often once I fit into my tail again. Lovely tails! Thank you! Oh, someone from Spain. Hello! So yeah, here I am sitting on the bed for guests in the guest room and being happy with my tail. Yay! So yeah, it probably will fit better into my tail bag. Oh, and by the way, Alex, are you still there? Hi, Team Super New York. If you'd buy another tail, who would you buy / order it from? Actually, it's my dream to have a tail from like all the big tail makers. Yeah, it's not gonna happen because money's. But I'd love to have a tail from Merbella Studios because I love her creativity and the color she works with. And I'd love to have a tail from Mertailor, even though in the past he had a lot of negative feedback from his tails. And Nation also has quite some awesome tails, and their paint jobs are getting better and better. The only thing right now I don't really like are the fluke shapes. There's not a fluke shape that I really adore. So yeah, maybe in the future, if one of my tail needs replacing, I will go with another tail maker, but I don't know, it depends on what the prices are at that time and the wait times, because Marbella currently has a 2-year wait time, same as Finfolk, I believe. So yeah, it will take quite some time. How many tails have you got? 2. Well, actually a lot more because I own a mermaid school, so I have lots of fabric tails. But those aren't for myself, it's for my students. But But yeah, I have two tails, two professional silicone tails. One from Mermaid Carriel, which I like to call my Aurora tail because of the pink, blue, and gold. Like, make it pink, make it blue. And my Finfolk tail. So yeah, here we are, having two full silicone tails. People told me that like 5 or 6 years ago, that I would become a professional mermaid and actually have two tails, professional tails, and my own mermaid school. I'd say you'd be crazy. But things can change if you work hard enough. And I worked so hard that I made a bird out. Yay. Okay, I don't understand the first word, but something with expensive. Yeah, tails are expensive. Because the materials are very expensive. And beside the materials, it costs so much time to make them. How much the total cost you spent to fix that? Well, actually the biggest expense was the shipping. Shipping is very, very expensive to the Netherlands. It was $555 just for shipping. And then I had to pay for the monofin, for the new monofin inside my tail, and for the glitter coat, and the repairs were free. So in another 2 years you'll have 3 more tails. Oh, how I wish. How I wish. No, the reason I got my Mermaid Carriel tail was because this one was going in for repairs, and I figured I needed a backup tail. And so for months I've been without any tail, and I've actually had to cancel on quite some job offerings as a mermaid. Like going to Dubai and swim with mermaid Hannah. Like, can you imagine? I was asked to do that, but I had to refuse because I couldn't show up in a fabric tail. And also some other gigs I missed out on. So I really needed a second tail, and Carriel was having a Black Friday sale, and it saved so much money. And the money I saved from the original price, I got some upgrades like the glitter coat and extra fins. Stuff like that. Gotta wear shades. Love your lipstick. Thank you. It's actually from Lime Crime and combined 2 shades. A velveteen called Faded. And on top of that is the Diamond Crusher in Acid Fairy. So it's super duper sparkly. I thought it'd be mermaidy enough for a live video. Hannah, yeah, I know, right? So yeah, missed out on that, but I'm having my baby back. Yay! It's so pretty. So now I can actually put my top back on display with all my other tops, which maybe you guys want to see. I don't know. I'm just trying to make something interesting for you guys. I first need to add more room. Okay, so this is in my bedroom, and on the side of my wardrobe I have all my current tops. Let me see if I can switch the camera again. Okay, so here are my current mermaid tops. The one on the right is made by Mermaid Hailey. It's one of the first mermaid tops with silicone I got, besides the Finfolk, which I ordered along with my tail. Then there's this one. This one is by Merbella Studios. And it has extra fins, see-through little shiny fins. And then there's this shell top, which I made myself. Still need to fix it here and there, but it's kinda pretty. And this is a more simple top I made for like an aerial cosplay or something. I've worn it a couple of times. Then there's one of my favorite tops, because it's so comfy and has a little bit of push-up effect, which is a good thing for me. This is also by Mermaid Studios. Oh, hi Annie! Oh, I'm gonna show you in a moment. I'm just showing off my mermaid tops right now. So this is the top from Cariel, which is to match my tail from her. Also glitter. And this is also one of my favorite tops. I still need to fix it because it's missing like a big stone here, right here in the middle. I already have the replacement stone. I just need time to and energy to fix it. But it's still one of my favorite tops. So yeah, here we are. Loads and loads of tops. You can never have enough. I still want more tops, by the way. Because I'm greedy like that. And tops are amazing. I still want, like, you know, like the Octoboob from Mermaid Studios. Like the tentacle one or the Octo thingy. So yeah, I think I'll hang it somewhere over here or something. I don't know. So now we're going back because Annie missed it. Annie missed it. Look at it. So the color, the color is a bit more greenish because of the, I think because of the glitter, it has a more greenish shade to it. But look at it. It's so super duper sparkly. So super duper sparkly. And it's been completely fixed, like everything I asked him to do. It had, if you look, maybe, I don't know if the camera will focus, if you look very, very closely, there's still some silpoxy on the outside because of my own fixing attempts. And the other side has had quite some rips, like here. Focus. Yes, there. So there were a few holes, and the holes went through and through, like all the way here. You can still see it split open just a tiny bit here, but they fixed it. And oh, and also on the side had like this whole chunk of silicone out of it, like it was a centimeter gone. So they filled it up with new silicone and repainted it. It's because I know it's there, but if you don't know it, you don't see this. And it had some really big cuts over here, which is kind of hard to repair, I think. But still, they fixed it up. They added some new silicone and added glitter. Loads of glitter. So yeah, I'm so happy. And the glitter, yeah, the glitter is insane. It's the glitter is finer, like less chunky than the Mermaid Cariel one, but it's there. It's there. I'm very, very curious how this will work on photos, and especially on the water with videos and photos. I actually don't have time to swim in it this weekend because I'll be on a festival. But maybe in the next couple of weeks, if I still fit in it, fit the tail, because I've gained quite some weight since it has been shipped out. A lot can happen in half a year. So besides that, it also has a different monofin. So it's much more flexible now. I can actually pull this right here, and before this with my different monofin with a competitor, I couldn't do that because the monofin was all the way here to the back. So now it's much more flexible and I should be able to be more agile in the water. So yeah, here I am, super duper happy. Look at those details. So, yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Because I have no idea what else to tell you guys. I'm not very good at these live video thingies. It's not really my thing. But I guess since it's so popular, I decided to do this, to give this a try. Oh, hi Jack! Yeah, so I have her back. Yay! I really can't wait to do a photo shoot in it and swim in her. No Spanish. Just keep it English, please, so everyone can understand. Even though my own English kind of sucks, but yeah. Is it hard to put on? You have to get used to it. The first time, let me just put this without a zipper. I never actually had a tail with a zipper, so I cannot really compare. Let me just get this camera. Okay. Okay, whatever, fine. So I never had a tail with a zipper, so I have no clue how that works. I think with a zipper is actually kind of hard because I think you need help putting it on. And with just a silicone tail, you can actually, I can put it on my own. The first time my tail arrived, it took me 25 minutes to put it on because I had no clue, I had no experience. But when you do have experience, it takes about 5 to 10 minutes. Depends on how fast you can get the straps from the monofin around your foot. So yeah, the only thing you need will be, some people only use water to get it on. I use lube combined with water, and then you slip right in. So yeah, she's back, and I'm very happy. And I have nothing much else to say. I might have at least a swim this month, or at least I'll try, and have a video of it, of course, which will be put on my YouTube channel. Thank you, Annie. It's the Diamond Crusher, which I recently got, the Acid Fairy, on top of the Velveteen Faded. So now it's like super duper sparkly. Super sparkly. Look at this, being sparkly and all. It does come off quite quickly, so it's not really suitable for swimming, but just for regular use or photo shoots it will be fine. How does it feel to be a mermaid? Being a mermaid is like one of the toughest things to do. It's very, very hard work because the tail you have to carry around is quite heavy. Mine is about 14 kilos, and so it is quite a hard job. You have to carry everything around, and if you do a gig, then you're super tired when you get home. But when you get home, you aren't finished. You need to clean your tail, and you need to dry it very good, because otherwise you could get mold in your tail and it would ruin it. So and chlorine eats into the silicone, so you really need to clean it well. So it's amazing to be a mermaid. Sometimes I forget how amazing it is, because to me it's actually quite normal right now. But it's also hard work. Yeah. Let me see if there are other questions in there. How old are you? Oh, I'm 29. Next year I'll be 30. Kind of old, right? No, I'm just kidding. It's not old. But yeah, 29, and I started mermaiding around 4 years ago. Jack. Yeah. I'm 54. Yeah, right. How do you get used to the water coming into your nose? The struggles. Yeah, you just like go with it. Just get used to it, I guess. I do have tried several nose plugs, including the sinus saver, but back then there was only the men's sizes, so it makes me look like Miss Piggy. My nose was like this big. And it wasn't comfy at all. So I only tried it on for size, and it really looked ridiculous. So I threw it away because it was like $12 or something. And then I heard about a Tom nose, which is a custom-made nose plug, which is invisible when you have it in your nose. But I'm having a reaction to it. As long as I stay on the water, it's fine. But as soon as I come up, I start to sneeze. Like not once, not twice, but continuously sneezing until I get them off, or until I get underwater again. So it's not really comfy. I can show you how they look. It's really it's kind of gross, really. But heck, let me just see where I keep them. I have them here. It's in this little bag. So since I have this reaction to it, I actually don't wear them, which is really a shame because they're quite expensive, being custom made and all. And he's the only guy, I believe, in the world who does this, who makes them, and he does live in the Netherlands. So if you want them, you're lucky. So these things, they're actually quite big. These things are what you put inside your nose. And you actually can't see them if you have them in, because this smooth side is like the edge of your nose. So these nose plugs, they are invisible when you wear them, but they are, to me, actually are not comfortable. He makes them lots of times for synchronized swimmers, and I believe he also made some for Michael Phelps. But to me, they don't work. At least I get this sneezing reaction. So these little things is what the inside of my nose looks like. And the one with the dot is for my right nose, I think, nose hole, thingy, whatever. So yeah, this is what I could use, but I'm not. Did you go to Mercon? No, I don't. We don't have mermaid conventions in the Netherlands, except for next year, because I'm organizing my own, the first European Merfest, which has no date, unfortunately. I'm going to have a meeting with it about it in a few weeks. I think next week it is. Yeah. So I hope to announce a date for that soon. They look so weird. Yeah, they do. That's what the inside of your nose looks like. It has this very, very, very weird shape. And it costs, I believe, €120. Is being a mermaid fun? It is. It has loads and loads of fun stuff. But I mentioned earlier, it's also lots and lots of hard work. Yeah, it is lots of fun. It depends on what you want to do with it. As a profession, it's very hard work, and as a hobby, could be hard work as well. And depends on what kind of tail you have. Like a fabric tail is much easier. It's lightweight. It dries much quicker. But to me, nothing can compare to a full silicone tail. Because this is my baby. And she's here. And she's super sparkly. Okay, sorry. Acting all foolish. Just because I can. I think I better get used to it. I doubt if I want to put something up my nose. Yeah, I know, right? Actually, we have quite some skills that are unique in a way that let me just fix this thing, alright? Okay, in a way that most swimmers don't have. Like, most swimmers can use a regular nose clip. Like, free divers can use regular nose clips, and regular swimmers can use them. Synchronized swimmers also use the less visible nose clips. But as a mermaid, you don't want to ruin the illusion, so you got to, yeah, just go with it. Or wear these crazy things. Imagine sneezing and losing it. They won't pop out that easily. They won't. Getting these things in your nose and getting them out is far, far, far from elegant. If you have to get them out, you actually need to put your nose like up, and then you have this tiny bit of silicone you can grab, and then you need to you need to pull them out, and all this snotty thing comes with it. So it's actually kind of gross. It's really, really gross. And if you have to put them in, of course you store them, and then it's all clean and sanitized and stuff. But if you have to put it in, you have to put it in your mouth to make them, smooth, and then you have to like shove it in your nose. So no, it's not a pretty sight. Just like putting your tail on. If you're putting on your silicone tail, especially if it's around the thigh and bum part, it's not a pretty sight. It's like struggling. What color is your tail? My tail, let me show you, has this champagne gold color from the waist, and then it transitions to a bluish teal aqua-ish color with loads and loads of glitter. And on the back it has a dorsal fin